Hey guys, it is very cold today, but it's fine for me anyways. I'll warm up pretty quickly once I start working. But anyways, my playlist for the Minnesota fraud and Venezuela has gotten so long. Mostly because it's just evolved into like pure chaos as everyone starts rioting all over the city. And the local police do absolutely nothing to curtail it or to prevent it or to discourage it whatsoever. In fact, they seem to be actively encouraging it as much as possible. The mayor is entirely on board with his city burning down to the ground for the 10th time in the last half decade. So, it is what it is. After all, if you have forgotten anyways, frickin' Tim Walz's wife opened the window so she could smell burning tires as her neighborhood completely burned to the ground because she wanted to remember it as a keystone moment in history. These people are psychopaths. I just want you to completely realize that they want to see their followers, these protesters, they want to see them get themselves seriously hurt or unalived because they can use each and every corpse on their hands to show to the public as, oh, look how bad things are. It's not that we caused this with over a decade of corruption and allowing people to steal taxpayer dollars. It's not like there's $19 billion that have been stolen from us and from the American people in this small little state by itself. No, it's all Trump's fault for trying to stop fraud and corruption and to remove illegal immigrants from this country. Meanwhile, the Republicans in Congress have passed a bill saying that illegal immigrants no longer count towards the census, and therefore you cannot get more representation in Congress unless you actually have legal immigrants inside your state. And of course, Democrats are up in arms and rioting and panicking and freaking out because there's already been enough people removed from Minnesota that they lost a House representative. So yeah, it's not like there's a political reason that they're completely afraid of losing power or anything similar like that. It's got nothing to do with that, obviously. Clearly, it has nothing to do with the rampant corruption and giving politicians huge kickbacks so they can win their next political campaigns. It has nothing to do with that, obviously. Clearly, this world needs Batman. At no other point have I ever thought that we would actually need a Batman. But the corruption is just so in your face, so absolutely disgusting inside of America right now. It's insane just how bad the Democrats have truly gotten. I never thought I would see it get this bad. Usually it's like a both parties kind of thing. Both parties had their problems. But it's like Republicans are weak and pathetic. And a lot of them are doing insider trading too. But then when you get to the Democrats, it's like all across the entire country, everywhere, no matter where you look, there are Democrats completely and utterly violating federal law. And it gets so tiresome after a while. I get tired of it. There's a certain point where you just stop being angry and you're just like, why is it this easy to commit this much crime? I don't understand how they can get away with this. But it is what it is at this point. Either Trump is going to do something about it or nothing is ever going to get done about it. Because if Trump doesn't have the balls to do what's necessary here and just lock these people up, then there's no one anywhere who's going to be able to help. And that is clearly the case. And I don't even know why Trump is afraid to actually act. I mean, what are they going to do? Throw him in jail? They already arrested him like 5 times. Again, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Either something's going to happen or something's not going to happen. They're going to go after him for the rest of his life until he dies. There's nothing they can do to his children because his children haven't done anything, but they'll try to argue otherwise. And 30 years from now, we'll probably have another Trump in office at some point or another. Who knows which one it's going to be? They keep saying Ivanka. There's not going to be a female Trump president. That's not going to happen. Just... the only one who constantly comes up all the time in the political sphere, in the private sector, and in like public discourse is Donald Trump Jr. He's the only one who ever gets asked, are you going to run for president someday? If it's going to be anyone, it's going to be him. It's not going to be Ivanka. Just, it's not. Sorry. I mean, it's a good try anyways, but, you know, you never know. And it has nothing to do with female or male. It just... who's the person that people always talk about? Who's the person who always gets, like, a shout-out on YouTube videos or in the news? It's Donald Trump Jr. It's not any of his other brothers. I mean, occasionally it's Barron, but Barron, he's like 15 years away, 13 years away from actually being able to run. Hell, I can't even run yet. And I'm about to have my birthday pretty soon here. I mean, it is what it is. Honestly, guys like Tim Walz, guys like Ilhan Omar, people like AOC, who constantly profit off of corruption and greed, who constantly are involved in fraud, because allegedly they are involved in fraud, but you don't increase your net worth by 3,000% by doing anything legal. Unless you invented something like really important that suddenly took off and got millions upon millions upon millions of sales overnight. But even then, it's like when Hillary Clinton wrote her books, they just sold the books to China, and China just money laundered money to her by buying all her books and then shoving them all in a warehouse. And then she was able to use that to run for office because they knew that if she won the election, should be easy on China, unlike Trump. Hey, but it is what it is, man. I'm just getting frustrated. It's to the point where, like, what can you even do at this point? But I'll leave it there. I just wanted a little whine and a moan there, just for a brief instant, and I'll see you guys later.